Hey, what's going on? This is DMob coming to you for Smack Talk. When I got my guy right here, you know who he is.
What's good, bro? What's good?
What's good? What's happening, yo?
Shit, man.
Filling in for Zach. My man's out of town and everything, so I'm just here to fill in his spot. We still don't have somebody else here with us, but in due time they'll be back. But for right now, we're gonna let them do their thing. But it's week 10 in the NFL.
Yep.
The season is coming along. In mid season.
Yeah, give or take. With the buys, most people have played 8 games.
Right. Is there any other teams left that have buy? There's still like a few teams that have buy. I know.
Oh,
right?
yeah, they do buys all the way up to week 16.
Really? Sometimes I never really follow those bye weeks too very well. There's so many teams that start early, others that start late, so it's hard to keep up with who has bye weeks and everything and how long it really goes for. But this week 10, man, we got some good matches and some faded ones that like why should we care for? You know what I'm saying? But what you looking at for the Saints and the Bears? Oh, not Saints, but the Lions and the Bears.
The Lions and the Bears?
Yeah. I feel like the Bears need to win any division team right now.
I mean, yeah, it just depends on what your expectations for the Bears are. I mean, a lot of people are now thinking playoffs, but I mean, what are you really going to do in the playoffs?
But like right now, they stand a tie with Minnesota.
Yeah.
Besides Minnesota having a tie on their record, but either way, they still stand a tie because they both got the same division record, I think.
Right.
So it just makes me think like, the Bears are never, they're never good. So if they really want to,
well, it's not that they're never good. I mean, the defense is obviously phenomenal.
Oh,
and
this
I
year?
mean,
Yeah.
For having 32 teams in the NFL and to be the 19th ranked offense, I mean, you're right in the middle of the pack. But I mean, you got a lot of developing to do with Trubisky. His stats aren't terrible. I mean, he's almost at 2,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So it's not terrible.
He's enough to keep the offense going for their kind of offense.
Definitely.
Everything. So I can see Trubisky, in the long run, he's going to be there for a while. I don't think they're going to be looking for a new quarterback anytime soon.
Bro, it's the Bears.
It is the Bears.
Y'all have never had a good quarterback.
You know what? We never will.
But you've been known for your defense, and I mean, when you take a quarterback like Rex Grossman to the Super Bowl with that kind of defense, I mean, you can do it.
Right.
But when you look at teams that have won, I mean, they've had good quarterbacks. The Eagles last year, maybe not so much, backup quarterback Nick Foles and everything, but
what you call it? That division though, looking at it,
the Bears division,
the NFC North.
Yeah.
Would you say that right now it's a toss-up between Minnesota and Chicago?
Absolutely.
So Green Bay's out of there.
I mean, no, they got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you can't count them out.
You know what I mean? They got Aaron Rodgers, so no, it's not. It's not a wash for them, but it's not looking good.
Right.
But when you got a man like Aaron Rodgers, you got to put talent around him, and you gotta build up the defense so he doesn't have to work as hard. I mean.
Yeah, you know what? I believe that they can easily sneak back up into like the second spot, but I will say that Chicago, Minnesota, like both of them were great defense.
See, the thing about the Bears is they're only playing their second division game right now, so the only division game they played was against the Packers week 1.
Oh yeah.
So they got a lot of division games left. I mean,
and that's why I was pointing this out because it just seemed like I haven't seen too many division games.
Right.
That's probably why.
So it's you got 7 weeks left after this, 6 weeks left, and 7 weeks left, and it's
all the division guys.
Yeah, you're playing a lot of division games from here on out.
Minnesota's not playing around and everything. And
they're beatable.
Yeah, they are, but they're
beatable.
They're starting to pick up, and
they're not as good as they were last year.
No, not at all. Not at all. They were solely just balling out last year.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them right now because my guy Cook is coming back.
I mean, I would say that the Bears would win this week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We got the Bears for a W this week. Saints and Bengals. I don't know what the Bengals is.
I was about to say. What are you about to say?
I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, the Bengals are still in it. They need to win this. They need to win this bad, as far as I'm concerned.
The Bengals are a weird 5-3 team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the offense isn't very good. The defense is terrible.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, I mean, they're getting the job done.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it's a miss for them. They missed the playoffs this year. That coach gotta go.
see, and that's the thing.
He should have been gone.
He's made the playoffs, and they still don't.
He still yet to win a game.
Yeah, they can't win in the playoffs.
I think that organization looked like, hey, we made it. You know, that's all. You know, so what's the point? But that's the point. But I think if they don't make it this year, I think they should let him go. Like that's a step backwards. Like I can't remember what kind of contract he signed last year. So
Oh yeah, I'm not sure either.
It's kind of ridiculous.
But I mean, the Bengals they're in the AFC, North with the Steelers, and so
AFC North.
AFC North, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, right now the Steelers they got going. They're 6-2, but I mean the wild card could easily come from them.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers. I mean, it's other than the division leaders, everything else is somewhat
up to grabs.
For a toss up. Chargers are 6-2, so they got one of the wild cards sewed up
for sure.
I mean, in that division, it's the Steelers.
Right.
I mean, everybody knows it. I mean, the Ravens.
Yeah,
The Ravens were 2 weeks ago and they played the Saints, pretty much number 3 defense, and now they've lost 2 in a row, the Saints and the Steelers.
Yeah.
So the Ravens, they're just not looking as hot. I mean, the defense does take you far, but
And the Browns, you might as well throw them in the trash.
yeah, that's
that's a done deal with that.
and that sucks because they got some some potential, but
they got the talent. I think they watch this year, look at what they have, and then next year they probably, I think they look a little better this year. I called it. I think I called it. They would probably win like three games this year. And I'm thinking that's what they're gonna get.
where are they at? No, they're already
They're 2-6.
Okay,
Yeah, they might even go for 4. If they're really lucky. But right now, I'm just gonna. They got one more win.
I mean, other than other than one slacking by the Chargers and the Chiefs, I mean, they've kind of been in those games that they've lost.
No, yeah, they have. They have not gotten blown out or anything like that.
That's the same thing with the Bears. I mean, they've lost games, but
they hang in there.
When you look at it, let's see here. We got a 1-point loss, 7-point loss. No, I'm sorry. 1-point loss, 7-point loss, and then a 3-point loss to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're talking one score for every loss that the Bears have had.
Right.
So, as a Bears fan, I would take it.
Like I said, you can't be mad.
I would definitely take it.
You can't be mad what those guys are doing.
See, they got the Lions, Vikings, Lions, Giants, Rams, Packers, Niners, Vikings. So
you can assume, like I said, Lions probably most likely a W. Giants W. Rams. That's gonna be a challenge.
But see, that's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears lose to the Giants.
We're gonna come back to them.
The Rams
is gonna be their challenge.
The Bears. I mean, as much as the Bears would love to win that game.
Listen, like you said, they do got the
Rams
defense.
are a high-powered offense, man.
They do got a great offense, probably the best offense next to the Chiefs.
Shit.
Well, like I said,
the Chiefs are rolling.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But what you call it? The Rams. I honestly think they got they're like the Patriots from back in the days. They just everything's clicking for them. Everything's falling in place. It's like they couldn't do no wrong. None of them could do no wrong. But what you call it? But your Saints, man, they doing.
Yeah, that's who I'm taking.
I'm between the Bengals and the Saints. I'm taking the Saints also.
I'm a lot more confident since we've beaten the Rams.
Right. Yeah,
in the team, because I mean that was a big win. I know it wasn't by, a slacking or anything, but it's still a W is a W.
The Saints are no joke, and I'm so sad to hear about Dez Bryant. Like, it really
Yeah,
is,
no,
man.
dude.
Not that I'm not a big Dez Bryant fan, but that's tough for anybody.
Either am I that, but I mean, then again, bro, you got to move the ball around a lot already.
Right.
And
I don't know where he was gonna fit in my opinion. Like,
they would have found a way.
They would have, but like
because now Dez, other than him having Tony Romo,
Yeah.
now he's got a competent quarterback. Dak Prescott's fucking terrible.
he's horrible.
And if you want to argue, you can sit across that table and we can have the discussion.
I didn't, like
He's
I said,
fucking garbage.
his rookie year when people were saying, "Oh man, he's this and
it's
that."
because fucking Zeke.
I would say Zeke is literally the reason why they look what they look like that year. But at the same time, I wasn't up on his bandwagon. I really wasn't. So it Dez, I just sucked that he had that had to happen. Like, I really kind of hope, because he's going to be out pretty much the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, torn Achilles, you're fucked.
You're
dude.
done. So I kind of hope, and I know they're not, some team picks him up next year, just to give him a chance. I know the Saints ain't going to do it.
You never know.
I'm the only reason I see it like that is because, listen, unfortunate accident. Sorry that this happened.
Yeah.
If they win the Super Bowl this year for some reason, hey, look, you got a ring. You know what I'm saying? But just, try again with a different team next year. But we got the Saints. Saints is going to win that game. A key one, another one. I don't know why this would be a big deal to anybody, but for some reason, Cowboys and the Eagles.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a honestly?
You got a past Super Bowl winner who's 4-4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
if the Cowboys win, though, if they some reason win,
I mean, you're talking.
Still doesn't do nothing for them.
I mean, Cowboys have a great fucking defense.
They do.
They're number 2 defense right now.
They're number 3 in their division. If they beat the Eagles, I think they take the second spot. They tie up with the second spot. But you still got to try to go out for a wild card. And you still got to win more games.
The Eagles are beatable.
They are.
They're plain and simple. I mean, it's any given Sunday, but the Eagles, I mean, they're not. They're a very middle of the pack team.
Well, look, this is what the Cowboys are looking at. You got the Eagles right now. You got to beat them. You got to go to beat the Falcons, and they're no joke. They're slinging stuff over there.
Falcons suck.
They
dude.
do, but they're not going to go down. But they're not going to go down. You just say that because that's a division thing.
Dallas has a number 2 defense. They could easily stop the Falcons.
I just feel like the Falcons got those weapons, that they're going to try to drive it down.
Julio just got his first touchdown, bro. What are you?
Julio, all right, listen. Julio, that's Julio's problem sometimes. That's Julio's problem sometimes.
They got a just freshly off being injured Devontae Freeman.
He ain't gonna do nothing yet.
You got Tevin Coleman, Calvin Ridley. I mean, yeah, they're decent weapons, but
I'm just saying, like, that's a tough schedule to still you still got to score on those guys too. You got them. You got the Falcons, Redskins, Saints, and then you got the Eagles again. Like, I just think like this is who needs to win the most? It's the Cowboys on this.
I could give a shit who wins.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
I would probably go with Dallas just because that's the way it's just gonna work.
Yeah, all right.
Don't matter to me.
Damn.
Nope.
Now this is a game that nobody should really give a shit about. Giants and 49ers.
Why are we even gonna talk about
OBJ said it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. What?
You can win 8 games in a row.
Is he fucking delusional? Y'all are 1-7.
He's not drinking his water.
Apparently. They're 1-7.
He says it's not impossible to go 8-0.
Bro, I mean, Eli's thrown 8 touchdowns this year. 8.
It is ridiculous. And they back
Saquon
up
Barkley has more touchdowns than Eli Manning. I feel bad talking him shit about Eli because his
resume has.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he's up there, and for people that say that he's not, you're tripping.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that he's washed up. He's done. I mean, he should probably retire. You can't take away from what he's done just because he's garbage now. Mm-hmm. I mean, players don't play at a high level into old age. I mean, not everybody's a
Tom
Drew
Brady,
Brees.
Nobody's Drew Brees.
Not everybody's a Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
It's like it
happens.
Yeah, and I think what's funny. I think that's what Eli too. I think he thinks that he has that mindset like those guys. Like hey, those guys are still at a certain age like me. I could, if anything, Eli even
could,
younger than Tom
If they
Brady.
could protect him,
Yeah.
fucking everybody's younger than Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 41.
So it's just like, man, I think he thinks in his head, I can still do this, and he wants to be still one of those top quarterbacks, but he's just not what you are no more, bud.
Right.
You gotta sit down, you gotta drink your Kool-Aid, man.
Right.
That's not how this stuff works, yo.
49ers are gonna win that one. I mean,
yeah, I give you that. I actually think
Giants defense isn't terrible, but I don't know, maybe Saquon Barkley will do his thing and give me a 50 ball.
you need that 50 ball.
He's not in our league. He's in my other league, but yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
How's your league going so far, man?
Fuck fantasy football. That's how it's going.
That's how he feels about those folks.
Fuck you. And I got the Dion effect. I'm ready to quit
I used to
this
be
shit.
the man in the hole, and now
I'm ready to quit this shit.
I'm looking at the playoffs, y'all.
That bullshit ass app AK made me down.
Hey, that
fucking
wasting
sucks.
Wasting my motherfucking money.
And I don't even care about the money. It's them motherfuckers. Y'all getting paid for this shit? I can do that shit. I listen to y'all, and I'm 3-6.
I can do this on the mic.
I could at least been 500 on my own.
I can tell you what you could get. I can tell you who not to get.
God damn it.
Oh, man. Honestly, you know what I did this year? I literally went back last year with y'all players who got people, and I also went, and see who was the top guys this year. That's all I did this year, and look at me now.
Fuck fantasy football.
Look at me now. What else is going on in the NFL? You know what's funny? It's not really. I like it when there's controversy in the NFL, and there's not really many. How about how do you like Adrian Peterson, comeback player of the year?
I wouldn't go that far because comeback player of the year. I feel would have to go to somebody that was hurt for a majority of the year.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah, they were just talking about him on ESPN, I guess.
But Adrian Peterson, he wasn't hurt, but he wasn't doing very well.
Well, he had,
the Redskins are number one in the division.
Damn, Andrew Luck, 2,100 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He's not the Indiana, they should be happy with what they're seeing from Andrew Luck. Because, the guy, they were worried that he couldn't throw it as far. Right. They was worried that, he was going to freeze up. The man has stepped up. He's not. The team is not, great, but they also...
Saints seeking best start since they won the Super Bowl.
It says that on the TV, but we don't believe that. That's what's
bullshit. I don't believe that.
But look, the Saints are, beyond probably the best team.
Who that?
In their conference. But
who that? They gonna beat them Saints.
Like I said, the Rams, I still can't take over that.
Fuck you, we beat them.
That's what you got for this right now.
We beat them.
It's not, but the regular season don't say nothing to the playoffs start.
Fuck you, we beat them.
The regular season doesn't start, man. All right, let's talk about Bell real quick. If he doesn't show up Tuesday.
We're still talking about this fucking guy.
If he doesn't show up Tuesday, he can't play the regular season.
Who gives a shit?
But all I want to know is if you was an organization, if you were running the team, would you just call him up and say, "Hey, don't worry about it. Just leave us alone," or would you say, "Can you please come back? We need you," or whatever?
They don't.
I know they don't
need him.
They know. I know.
So
I know they don't need him.
Why not just let him go?
Just tell him just no.
If you're not gonna give him the money that he wants, and y'all clearly are not gonna come to an agreement, be the bigger person and let him fucking go.
Fuck him.
What are you gonna do? Keep playing this transition tag game and
going back and forth
and keep just restricting them? And fuck the guy. He didn't play at all this year.
None, zero.
Does that hurt him or does that help him?
His effect is to me. It's like Jimmy Butler's effect.
He's now a year older. Didn't play this year, so that might even out to where he might gain an extra year on the backside. You're still you're a year older.
Yeah. At first I thought it was a theory that Steelers was doing, because remember the 2 years prior to this. First year, he got suspended for drugs. He was out for a few games. Next year, he got in trouble again for drugs, out a few games. And then this year, he's arguing about a contract. He's going to sit out a few games. I thought it was a Steelers thing to say, hey, we're going to reserve you, get your energy together, and then when you come back, we're just going to ball out of control with you. And now it's just looking I'm thinking that theory is thrown out the window, this guy's being a troublemaker. He wants his now, I don't want to call him a troublemaker. I take it back. He just wants his money. I don't want to be. I'm not in his own shoes.
Yeah, but when it boils down to it, numbers don't lie.
No.
And he puts them up.
He had the most touches as a running back last year.
He touched the ball a lot last year.
You know?
And that's what he said. He said, you guys are going to run me into the fucking ground. Well, pay me.
Right.
And then we can do this damn thing.
Yeah.
So if you ask me who has fault, I feel like it's the Steelers.
Yeah.
100%.
They're not giving
But now they got James Conner doing his thing, and it's almost like, well, obviously he's not as good as Le'Veon, but he just scored more touchdowns than Le'Veon did last year. So is Le'Veon a system running back, and the Steelers just have a good system because James Conner fit right in
perfectly?
Or is Le'Veon not as good as everybody thinks because he's hiding behind that system?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I mean,
he's definitely not going to be with them next year.
You never know, man.
I mean, why go through all this year just only re-sign them next year?
I can't believe we're still talking about it. Who the fuck
cares?
I mean, fuck. If you were week 1, you knew he wasn't going to fucking play. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come back. Once his teammates started talking about his contract and breaching that line, I felt like Le'Veon said, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay at the crib and get stoned all day.
And that's exactly what I think he's doing, yo. That man's living his best
Saints
life.
are considering bringing back Dez in 2019.
That's what they're saying?
Yep. I just got to...
Like I said, I think he deserves it because he didn't get an opportunity, but it's just that you know how these NFL teams are. They'll cut you loose within a second. So they say, hey, we tried you. Obviously, in God's hand, they felt like you shouldn't play with us. Whatever.
In God's hand.
You know what I'm saying? So...
Yep.
It is what it is. But let's take a break.
All right.
We'll come back and we'll probably talk some NBA. My specialty, I can both that up and everything. But keep staying with us, and we'll be right back. Yo, we right back at it again. This your boy D-Mob with my man Joe.
What up?
What up? What you call? We're back in the Smack Talk podcast. We're gonna talk a little bit NBA. I know the season has just begun. It's still in the start of everything. Everybody's still trying to figure it out. Everybody's still people are making trades, I want to know, what did you think about, Jimmy Butler going to the 76ers, bro? Big blockbuster. That's what I'm calling it.
I mean, why didn't Minnesota trade him to Houston for the four first rounders?
Because Tom Thibodeau didn't want to feel like an idiot for letting go what he did let go for Jimmy Butler, and
you let him go for less?
Somebody pointed out to me it made sense.
I mean, Covington does have defense. I mean,
it really shouldn't been. It shouldn't have taken this long. I'll say that. But honestly, I think it's a good deal for both of them. The Timberwolves get another defensive person in Covington. Sarge is Sarge is not a great player, but a good role player. He does what he has to do. He gets rebounds. He scores. This year he's had a little slump. That's why the 76ers is like, we can give you up. Last year he was phenomenal, so he probably a fit. He's going to play a lot of minutes because he's young, so they'll tube him off. They better be fucking ready. So I think the trade was good. Why it takes so long for whatever team wanted to come and give it to him, I don't know. I think the Houston trade should have happened. Like I 4 first round draft picks.
Why not?
That.
Why not?
I would have asked for a player too, but let me get that first round.
Nah, you ain't gonna get a player with 4 first rounders.
But see, somebody pointed out to me those first round draft picks are not guaranteed. With Houston being what they are, it just gives you an opportunity to have a better chance, and you're still going to be winning too. They're going to be winning. They're not going to drop down to below average team.
I think it helps the Sixers out, but now you got players that aren't going to play that played last year because you got to play Butler.
Yeah. Oh, no, Butler's good. Look, the starting lineup, in my opinion, is going to be, which I don't feel like he should be fucking playing, is Fultz.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he shouldn't be playing. It's going to be Fultz. I don't even know who... Like, if they gave a comment, I don't even know who their starting guards would be because...
I mean, you still got... Let's see. Yeah, Fultz.
Yeah, all right, Fultz, J.J. Redick.
McConnell.
White boy. It's going to be... Because they were talking about putting Ben
Simmons. I mean, but... Bro, did you see that one thing where it said he hasn't hit a 3 since, 2015 or some shit like that?
Yeah, the guy just... I don't blame him. Like, stay in your means, though, man. Stay in your lane. I'm not gonna. I think he needs to start taking them, but he don't want to look like that folks of those guys that just jack up threes and airball like fuck. You know, he like if you know your game, you know, don't take it. You know, let until you feel comfortable. Yo, the man he will fucking score on you down below. That motherfucker is a beast. Yo, like he will take you to the hole and he'll dunk on you 24/7. So I shoot a three. I know you need him because that's the name of this game now. It's all about, you know, jacking up threes. It seriously is. Nobody's really going to the paint like they used to. Joel Embiid and Karl Town, they kind of bring that back. They kind of bring that game back, but they can go out and shoot threes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joel Embiid can go out there.
They could, but it's just crazy that I love the back to the basket type of stuff. I love the post game, man. That's an art. It's getting lost.
Oh, it's gone, bro.
It's gone. It's literally there's not a lot of people that can do it.
I mean, you don't see any of these big men playing the game like Shaq did. Tim Duncan was one of the last ones, and I mean, LeBron does it a little bit, but LeBron's skill set is I can do. Speaking of, bro,
let's go.
We're at Trading Academy, right?
Okay.
And one of the days was everybody, you know, went around and said an interesting thing about themselves, okay? This asshole goes, you know, my name's so-and-so, I'm going to so-and-so, and Michael Jordan is completely fucking overrated.
Just throw it out there.
And me and him have already had this talk about, you know, LeBron being better than Mike. And I said, look, bro, I'm not going to disagree with you, bro, okay? But until that day, he never said Mike was overrated.
Right.
So I walk up to him and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He goes, "Well, LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron's the GOAT." I said, "That's fine and fucking dandy, but this motherfucker is not overrated." Oh, yes, he is. He had such a great team, and I'm spitting facts. Like, bro, he's played with one player that's averaged more than 22 points a game, and that's Scottie Pippen.
Right.
Oh well, no, but he had. I said, bro. Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade. Said that's a lot of fucking help in the finals.
Chris Bosh
I said, bro, I'm sorry, dude.
Fucking Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen. Freaking, it's crazy. Listen, I won't take nothing from LeBron when he comes. He can take a bogus team to the finals. And I told him, I said, he goes, well, LeBron's been to 8 straight. Jordan didn't do that. He had to retire like pussy and this and that. And I'm like, bro, okay, that's just hating.
I said, bro, you are a hater.
Yeah, that's just straight hating.
I said I used to be the same way like you are, bro, about Mike. Fuck LeBron. LeBron sucks. He can't win. Da 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 da. I said, bro, you got to get that hate out your heart, bro. I said, if I can say LeBron is arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, you should be able to at least say that Mike's not overrated.
Right.
I said, overrated?
That's when people say overrated. I said,
are you fucking kidding me? I'm starting to get mad,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's
not
hard.
Mad.
The word overrated is hard to kind of use for certain greats. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, Charles Barkley was overrated. That's the person I think is overrated. But
overrated in what sense? Of he didn't win anything. And
he didn't win anything, but
I'd take Chuck on my team, bro.
I would, but
you know what I mean?
I'm only trying to give examples. I don't know how. I can't think of anybody that you could say that's overrated. You know, they would have to literally be a person that sucks. They never won anything. People hype them up. All right, Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony's overrated.
I'm a big Carmelo Anthony fan. It took me a long time to realize this guy was overrated after a while.
And he is.
He is overrated.
It doesn't take away from some of the things he's done on the court. You
can't, but I guess what I'm saying like this, you can't say like a Hall of Fame player or a person that, you know, changed the game in somewhat. You can't call them over. If they got titles, they got hardware. How can you call them overrated?
Facts, bro. I'm like, bro, this dude really has hardware, and you're gonna say he's overrated? I said, bro, that's fine, bro. We can go sit down and go talk about this, bro, if you want.
I can pull a chart out.
You're overrated. I said, I'm not arguing the fact of LeBron's not the greatest, okay? Right. Because there are times where, it's hard to say. That's why I said, bro, you got to break it down to generations, bro.
Well, it's
Larry, Magic, Mike, Kobe, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like there's generationals, but I'm mad at the fact that you said he's overrated.
It just sounds like he's one of those people that how you say like of course like Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA. He's going to be like he literally took over the NBA for a good 7, 8 years, 10 years.
Overrated,
but you just mad because you
overrated.
That's a little. That's like I said. That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like overrated.
Let's look at this though. What's like? You think the LeBron though? Do you think he could carry this Lakers team to the playoffs, to the finals, or at least let's say the Western Conference Finals, because nobody's going to the finals besides Golden State on the Western side.
I mean, they're sitting at 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Chandler. I mean,
hey, what about this? Did you hear about this? And this is the supposedly thing. They say LeBron James called up Jones. I can't remember his first name. Jones. He's been with LeBron at Miami. Then he went James Jones. Yeah, he's a GM for the Phoenix Suns.
James Jones is?
Yeah, he became the GM.
Is he really?
It was Cole GM for a minute, and then they just gave it all to James Jones.
No shit.
Yeah, he's the. And no, he played with Steve Nash and them back in the day before he went to.
I mean, it's not like the Lakers don't have talent.
They got a lot of talent.
And now you got LeBron leading the pack.
You think these kids are you think these kids are actually like listening? Like
they fucking better.
I would say yes, they should, but I don't know. I feel like he's not.
I mean, you're talking about playing with a Kobe or a Mike or a Magic. You sit there and you better.
You're playing with a Hall of Fame. You're playing with a.
Sit there like this,
hands folded, just
and soak up everything you can. Because
I believe that, but they show a stat the other day. When he's on the court, they're negative. But when he's off the court, they're positive. Like they're negative 30.
Then maybe that's just a simple don't play LeBron with this guy or don't play LeBron with this guy.
And it could be just like a switch up in the
or
in the
when
lineup.
LeBron's out there, you got to have Lonzo as the point guard. Whereas if LeBron's not out there, then you put Rondo in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I feel like it's just a simple tweak that Luke Walton he's got to find.
Right.
You know.
I think
I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers get there. I really wouldn't, just because of the fact that you have LeBron. But I feel like LeBron's not going. He didn't go to LA to prove anything on the court.
No, he didn't.
You know what I mean?
He really didn't.
He didn't.
The man literally went there to build up his brand, be out there in Cali.
Back to the whole Michael Jordan overrated thing. It's okay. The Cavs just lost LeBron and they won one game.
Yeah.
Mike leaves, Scotty damn near takes him to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think, but for me, that's a combination of a great coach. You only lost Michael Jordan.
It definitely
You only lost
is.
Michael Jordan. You still got Steve. Like you got the good core. Tony Kukoc finally comes around.
Right.
I'm not taking that away from Scott. I'm not taking anything away from Michael. I'm not trying to point out anything, but
then again, it's also different generations. You didn't have players leaving in free agency the way that they are now. LeBron's gone. Peace. Yeah. I'm fucking out of here too. Yeah. I'm out of here too. Now you lose the race in free agency because nobody wants to go there.
It's nowadays these players have a lot more freedom and they taking control of their own contracts, and doing their own thing. So I don't take nothing away from LeBron. Like he did what he had to do. I think it was still pussy for you to go to Miami as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I mean I always felt the same way. But
it's just that
you can't like. You can't deny greatness,
right?
Bro.
I know.
You know
Listen, it took me a long time to do that for Kobe. Long time
Kobe,
to do that for Kobe.
Still, man.
It took me a long time.
It's like when you really talk about these GOATs, and it's like, it can't boil down to championships. It just can't. Not in a team sport. It can't. And if you are a Mike fan that says 6 championships this, 6 championships that, then you're ignorant to everything else because. Basketball is a team sport, plain and simple. True. LeBron sitting out here dropping 50 balls in the finals, and you still can't win.
Yeah.
You're telling me the rest of the fucking 11 guys can't somehow, some way put together 60 points, and you score 110 a game and go ahead and beat the Warriors? 110 points now ain't even enough. You know what I'm saying? What did the Warriors put on the Bulls? 92 points and a half?
Oh, yeah. The Klay Thompson, them, yeah.
92 points and a half.
I don't even want to think about that, man.
I'm just saying, though. You go back to the 90s, and the games were 86-91.
Yeah. At the end of finals, the final
score, 89-95. Yeah. You're barely getting to 100 now. 112 is
a joke.
You gotta get there.
What you call it? It's like I said, the 3 game is beyond incredible for this NBA. Real quick, then. looking at the West Conference Finals. This is right now. I'm gonna name you the top 8. You tell me who's not gonna be there by the end of the season. You just give your best guess.
I got it right here.
All right, so you got Golden State, Portland, Denver, Sacramento, Memphis, Clippers, OKC, and Sac. Who is not going to be there by the end of the year?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. You think
Sacramento and Utah would probably flip flop for that 8th.
Okay.
And I mean, come on, Houston 4-7. Come on, man.
You know what
I'm saying? Like, yeah, I understand they're 4-7 right now, but come on, man.
You know what scares me?
They're gonna be there.
They got to get there, and they probably will get there. But Carmelo Anthony does scare the hell out of me on that team now.
Yeah, but if James Harden is wetting that bitch, bro, I mean, bro, they could easily win 10 games just off the back of James Harden and Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying?
But even Chris Paul is having a down year almost. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Older.
But year older. But you just
Coming
got that
off
contract.
That injury, you know what I mean?
But you just got paid. You should be kind of like back to your form last year or something. Like, look,
it's also. I mean, you got to give it 20, 25 games before some of these teams really start showing their true identities.
It looks.
You got teams like Golden State who, come on, man, you know they're gonna come out the gate swinging. They're gonna win 20 games and lose 5 maybe.
They geared the other day, they lost.
Toronto 12-1. I don't know how I feel about that because over here on Smack Talk, we don't fuck with Toronto. You literally have to show us because we're so not confident in them. I mean, you could be the best team in the NBA, and I'll still say, well,
I will say
they don't have LeBron no more. They don't got to worry about playing LeBron.
Kawhi Leonard, though, would you say this dude is a team changer? You know, once he's on your team, like. Would you consider him like a little? I'm not comparing him side by side with LeBron, but when he's on that, when he's on the team, your team, you got a chance, literally a chance.
Yes.
Because let's be real, before he got hurt with the Spurs, him and the Spurs had Golden State down by like 15, 17 or something like that, going into like the fourth or the third quarter, and now he's on the Toronto, and these guys only lost 1 game.
I mean, you got him scoring 25 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean,
and supposedly he's not even 100% yet. Supposedly. So you imagine if you get, which I think
it's either that or the fact that DeRozan and Kyle Lowry just were not it.
They tried to make it seem like
they were just not it. So maybe anybody in that position, as soon as DeRozan leaves, maybe they just start clicking.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing about basketball. All it takes is a simple tweak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Take this
like when we play pickup basketball, if you got the right team, bro, you don't leave off the court.
And you don't have to be that athletic team.
And you could be playing against some decent teams, but it's just you know when he's gonna cut or he's gonna shoot the 3. Let me set a pick. Basketball is very touchy.
Mm-hmm.
If you got the right lineup in, you're gonna run it. If you catch their bench at the right time with your bench and you just bench mob, you know what I mean? When the Bulls had the bench mob, I mean we were giving starters runs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of who you got playing with each other. So maybe just for them losing DeRozan is helping Kyle Lowry play better.
What you call it? All right. So you say you say you had.
Yeah, I think Utah and Houston are gonna eventually make it.
Okay.
Sac will be out, and probably Memphis.
It's impressive though what they're doing. Conley's healthy and Marc Gasol is healthy. And when those two are healthy, they make the playoffs.
And do nothing.
Wait, hold on now. They did do something one time. They beat the Spurs in the first round, and I think they went to the Western Conference Finals. They just never. Look, if it's finals or bust, I get it for any team, but they were impressive.
I think you're wrong. I don't think Memphis has ever been to the Western Conference Finals. Have they?
I know they made it to the second round for sure. Western Conference Final, I'm probably pushing. I don't remember, but I know they beat the Spurs one time, and they were challenged to beat. They always took you to at least a game 6 or game 7.
But see, I mean, just 10 years ago, it was okay. We finished 4th in the West. Yeah, we lost in the first round, but it's okay. Now it's. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, we don't care. Finals or bust.
We don't care. You didn't make any noise in the playoffs. You lost in the first round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then, it was an argument. Well, at least my team made it here. And now it's who gives a fuck? Your team lost. Nobody gives a shit.
It's kind of sad though, yo. I feel like people take away from what these teams do sometimes, yo.
They do, but you got Golden State just magnifying everything.
It
to
does.
where if you're not playing at their level,
then where else?
What are you doing?
Right.
You know, now you know teams back then were building teams to beat Mike.
Right.
Now people are building teams to beat Golden State.
A whole team.
That's when you know you got a dynasty running. But see, that dynasty, it's gonna fall, and I feel like when it does fall, it's gonna fall hard. It's not gonna be like the Seattle Seahawks where, you know, they had it going, lost a couple players. Okay, we're still contending now. I mean, Seattle who?
Yeah.
12th man who?
Boom is gone.
12th man who?
12 man. They not really making that many noise.
Seahawks fans are really fucking quiet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
are.
For
At
being
first they
really
were,
loud.
What you call it? They what I was gonna say? They like. It just sucks that teams can't be themselves. I guess you know, like without you're not playing
without
up to
criticism.
Golden State. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like some of these teams are really good. Like Denver is a really good team.
Yeah.
But they're probably not going to do shit in the first round.
No.
I don't think so.
And just think that if they were in the East,
they
could probably make it to the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, real quick. Would you say on the East?
The East, dude, that shit's a complete toss-up, man.
Anybody can make it.
You know what I mean?
Anybody.
I mean, fuck, the Bulls are the 11th seed, but the A seed only has 6 wins. So you're 2 wins off the A seed.
Hey, go Bulls.
You know, which, fucking A, Levine, dude.
Yo, averaging 30
But what I
really
really want to talk about before we get into that is Derrick fucking Rose.
Listen,
okay?
My man, I really hope he gets 6th man of the year.
I hope he just plays like this all
year long.
20 points.
You know that his jersey was sold out for on the website for the city jerseys. If you go to city jersey and go for D Rose, sold out.
Bro,
I guarantee you he will be the top selling jersey this year.
All these not the number one, but one top. Shit, man. All of them.
Hey, you know when he did that 50 ball, bro, I could feel the tears coming out. Being in Chicago, you could feel like, man,
right.
I feel you, bro.
Like,
I seen you. I know you've been working hard. You went from freaking Knicks to freaking Cavaliers. Didn't do shit with the Cavaliers. I thought he got a little shine with the Knicks here and there, but didn't do shit with the Cavaliers. Like literally looked like you was on your downfall. Go to the Jazz, get cut. You cut a MVP, a former MVP. Mm-hmm. Cut him. Had to find somewhere. Went to Minnesota. Balled out in the playoffs. I don't care what anybody says. When D Rose is in the playoffs, he goes off. Literally check the stats. The man check every single game. This man balls out in the playoffs. Yep. Never wins too much, when it comes to the team wise, but he shows up. And if everybody else show up, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
So, big ups to D Rose, real talk, because he's a legend, honestly, in my eyes. The man is pure legend. Mm-hmm. Pure legend, youngest MVP. Honestly, this year they need a comeback awards, and he's one of those guys that deserves it. I wouldn't be surprised if, he gets most improved player if he keeps doing this.
Yeah, he'd have to play like this all year.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Or Levine. I mean, Levine can get it if he plays like this all year, too, because last year...
coming off an injury, only averaging, 14 points, not even?
If that.
So...
He's averaging 27.2.
If he can keep that, he's trying to keep it up. He had a few games lately where he's just scoring like 21, 22, but he's trying to keep that consistency of scoring 20-something points a game.
Back.
Oh yeah, when he comes back, all right. So when it comes to us on the Bulls in the East, do you want to win or want to lose at this point?
I want to be last fucking place.
I just me too. Like you want to do this draft
I want to be fucking last, but we get fucking Zion Williamson. Okay, that's what the fuck I want.
It's gonna be I would like for us to lose, but if we're gonna keep playing like this,
But see, bro, that's the thing, bro. Like, we got these fans. Oh, the Bulls suck. The Bulls suck. The Bulls suck. But you still go to games.
Yeah,
and you still support.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shows loyalty. But the front office sees.
Cash
we could go fucking
0-81, and
You
still
still pick up Yao Ming and you'll still come to the fucking games.
True.
We
And that's what's sad
can
about
go
us.
buy Greg Oden from whatever he's doing right now, and y'all will still come to the game.
It's kind of sad because it's last year we were the number one again in attendance. I understand, bro. We're
Number one.
It's like Chicago. I know that
Number one in the Chicago Bulls were number one in attendance.
literally
bro.
number one in attendance last year. I don't know what y'all doing in the city because I live in Joliet. I don't need to drive all the way up to see them play. But whatever y'all doing out there, please stop going to see them. They're not that. We don't have a superstar for y'all to be going out there like that. Lauri Markkanen's great. I like to see him. When a team comes in, Golden State, go and see them. But it's literally, we shouldn't be getting this office. They don't do shit. They haven't done really nothing that's been wild to me lately.
I mean, trading Jimmy Butler was the best thing they've done in a while.
Probably the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Rebuild and whatnot, but you still haven't done nothing. You haven't gone and gotten nobody, The next
That's
year,
the thing, bro. Maybe players don't want to come
because who
here.
wants to coach the Chicago Bulls or the organization that they have?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, yo. Like, I ain't got a problem with Fred. I think he's a decent coach, but not for my team.
Fuck that dude. Get him out of there, bro.
Not for my team. I think he can coach, but just not for my team. Somebody else give him. Yeah, take him off our hands. We don't need him. He's got a good heart. He wants to be a great coach, and I think he's going to be a decent coach if he keeps coaching the NBA. But not for my team. There's a lot of other coaches out there. I'm pretty sure we can grab. So we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. We really appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening. Smack Talk is, we got episodes. Go check them out. We got link. Go check them out. What you call it? Just keep supporting. You can follow me at the real DMob on Twitter. You can follow my man Joe at where?
Space Jams 45 on Instagram.
So please drop in, talk to us, talk sports, talk anything. We always about talking with our fans and everything. So appreciate y'all listening. Next week we'll see y'all. All right, Smack Talk. Oh.